we are on our way to Bowman Bay. DJ's figuring things out. Aren't you, DJ? Yeah. Got main up. Looking pretty. We got a big Genoa that is currently at the sail loft getting stitched up. And I think the next one that's gonna head over is the staysail, because our big staysail, see if I can go the right direction. The staysail's here, but it's got some fun little tears in it. Not in the actual fabric of the sail, it's just the cover. But the cover is it's like flapping all over the place because it's that sort of I don't know, weathered. And yeah, we just don't feel like looking like, you know, ragtag, whatever. So I just put it out and just let it flap because the canvas is great, but the covers had it. Anyway, you can see let's see, he's right there. Right, yeah. That's my dad. He's coming with us. Alrighty, we're doing well. How you doing, DJ? Doing good? Yeah. Good. Tahine? Yeah. Is that how you say it? It's good.
Yeah, I put it on my fruit right now.
Okay. Nice.
Really?
Is it good?
Oh, it's amazing. he's enjoying
Why are you driving in this?
Hello.
Hello. How was it?
Cool. It's good. You can see the water up there. It doesn't know which way to go. It's going like this.
Yeah. We're caught in this fun little current, aren't we? We are like motor sailing because there's not enough wind and there's a massive current. That's not massive, we're just fat. And trying to get through it, it's like, goodness. It's pushing against us at like 4 or 5 knots. And I only go for 5 knots, you know. I'm a big fat girl in the water here. Bully's fat. But, so we got main and staysail up, like I said, because my foresail's at a loft. These guys just fly by like it's no big deal. This current's pushing in here pretty good. Slowly making our way through this channel. Fighting the current and the headwind. Oh, we're finally getting some wind coming from, let's see. Yeah, really, it's coming from right around this corner here. Finally getting some wind. It's not just headwind. So it's coming from right over there. Racing up. Yeah. Finally gonna be able to move a little. Look, I'm going at breakneck speed, 2.5 knots. Thank you. My head's cold. My dome gets cold. Alrighty. Here we go.
In the archipelago that is Puget Sound, everything is usually only a day's sail away. So we take our time, hopping from place to place, soaking in the sights, the evergreen coastlines, the abundant wildlife, or sometimes just sitting on the bowsprit and watching the water go by. We're blessed to be able to live this kind of life and call this little pirate ship our home. It's teaching us to appreciate all the things that we'd taken for granted while living on land. like ice cubes, limitless electricity, lengthy hot showers, but we wouldn't trade it for anything. Can't beat this, man. Just got some spaghetti brought out to me. Wowzers. Living the freaking dream. And we arrived. Look at that.
Got any more, Derek?
You can't beat that. Look at that. Crazy kid.
This is a lot of carbs.
I know.
Oh, God.
It's the cool thing about these little floating docks. They put tables on them. So you can come out here and sit. Do this whole thing. Look, I got ice cubes. Ice cubes. It's pretty out here.
Really?
No, I figured we could go. Well, I don't trust predict wind anymore because it said we were supposed to have like tons of just westerlies coming, and there wasn't anything. But it says tomorrow is supposed to be really nasty blowing in from the west. We could go through the pass and chill on the inside all the way down, which is pretty far. Or we could get
We're somewhere between here and there if we don't make it.
Langley. You can anchor at Langley, and they've got a killer little pizza place right in town.
Yeah.
But we could go to Langley, but that's right in, it's like 2/3 of the way down.
But 2/3 of the way down Whidbey or 2/3 of the way down?
Down Whidbey.
Yeah. So we gotta look at. Are we gonna leave about the same time? What?
I have no idea.
I
If we're gonna go through the pass, we'll have to leave when slack tide is.
One slide. Did you look?
I'll have to look.
I'd like to dive on my boat right here on this pier though tomorrow.
We don't necessarily even have to leave tomorrow. We could just stay here all day tomorrow if you wanted, and then leave Saturday when we know it's good on the outside.
Well, let's kind of watch the weather. But right here's a good place. The boat ain't drifting around.
Yeah.
I can get right back down and then scrape on some stuff.
Cool. Well, anyway, folks, I'm going to bed. Good night. I woke up this morning and got a really low tide. So I wonder if we're on the bottom. We're gonna check and see, because we're close. So you can see how out of the water the pylons are that are holding the dock here. You can't really see it with a phone, maybe. Like the bottom is like right there.
can see the bottom. Look at, there's the bottom. So I don't know. We might be just sitting and resting. I feel like I haven't seen the boat really move. The dock really moves more than the boat does. Yeah, so we might be on the bottom, which is tons of fun. I've got a pretty big wide keel, and it's all just sort of like flat mud and some kelp. So it's not going to damage anything if we just nuzzle right down in it. But anyway, morning from Bowman Bay. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Huh?
How are you? Good. Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're like an old lady, Rainy.
I hurt my side going down.
I hurt my hip.
Your hair is. Look at
Ew,
the
it looks
grease.
so greasy.
Look at the grease. No, stop it. Move. Because it's so greasy, I could stick it up. Just stop it.
I guess something like 2 years ago, there was a nasty winter storm here. I don't know how much you can see. So the big pier that's right there, let me show you. You notice it doesn't even have a ramp on it on that one end. And I guess it's because like there was this nasty winter storm that took place like 2 years ago, and it damaged the heck out of like all of the different like timbers and stuff that are holding up the pier itself. And so then they took the ramp off of it to keep people from going onto it, because they didn't want it to like fall, I guess, or collapse while people were on it, liability issues with the state and stuff. And so they've got the whole pier closed off, which is crazy because I used to hang out on that pier when I was in high school. It was just a fun place to come. But and then the floating dock that we're on, it used to be 4 docks long, and now here's the last one right here. You can see it's like totally busted off. I guess that same storm did it. Check this out. Boom! It like ripped off of the last timber that's out there. So the timber that's out there, the big pylon, it's not connected to anything. It's not even connected to the last dock that's there. This is the missing dock, which is pretty wild. It's got the old school rails too that you used to be able to tie to. They've replaced the ones out there with metal. And so these are all these old wooden ones. And this is the dock that I remember hanging out on back in the day. And now it's just floating up here on the beach. But talk about a beautiful view. It's pretty. Oh, and here's the pay station too. Pay station for the dock. So I guess that means you don't have to pay anymore. Just kidding. Pay your bill. Huh. Pretty cool though. Just washed up on shore.
Next time on SV Bully. Join us as we continue sailing south, spend the day in Port Townsend, brave the low bridge of Agate Passage, and drop the hook in Liberty Bay.